Who do I kiss in the trailer? Max,
I
V,
think
and
you kiss
Nathan.
Nathan, unless that's not, I mean, it's very quick, so I think it's you.
Yeah, yeah, it was. God. Probably V, to be honest. Like we had a really great friendship. So like although our
Hmm.
kiss was just like hee hee hee, kiss kiss, like I didn't have a connection with Nathan or Max. We got on, all of us got on,
Yeah.
but the best friendship that I had out of those three was V.
Hi, welcome to a special bonus episode of Above Deck. Sadly, Kelly can't be here today due to a work commitment. So today I'm talking to Kizzi Kitchener, second stew on Below Deck Med Season 10. Now, we are only 4 episodes into the season, but already we know she wants to make out with everyone on the crew, and there seems to be a building tension between her and V, so I definitely want to ask about that. I can't wait to get to know her better and ask her what's to come on this season of Med. Please enjoy this interview with Kizzi Kitchener. We are sponsored by BetterHelp. October 10th was World Mental Health Day. It made me grateful for all the wonderful therapists out there making a difference. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide. Finding the right therapist can feel overwhelming, but BetterHelp makes it simple. They've spent 12 years perfecting their match system, connecting people with licensed professionals in their network of over 30,000 therapists. This month, we are celebrating therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/above-deck. That's better, HELP.com/above-deck. Okay, so Kizzy, where are you coming to us from right now?
Coming from London.
Okay.
Oh, the dog just made a big noise. She said, "We're coming from London."
They always start like right when you start recording. Um, so you did a great job on Watch What Happens Live this week.
Thank you very much.
Were you nervous at all?
I think because I was doing it from home, I was less nervous. I think had I been there in person, which looks so much fun, I think I probably would have had the butterflies a little bit. But because I was in the comfort of my own home and I was one spicy margarita deep, I was actually all right.
Now, your ba that's funny. Your background is in theater, right? You went to a theater
Yeah,
school.
I
So
did.
so you're used to being in the spotlight a little bit.
Used to fighting for my place in the spotlight, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. When's the last time you did theater or something like that, some kind of performing?
So the last time that I did performing was right before I started yachting. So
Okay.
I graduated my theatre school in 2021. And
Hmm.
in my graduating year, we did two shows. We did Legally Blonde and we did, oh, I can't remember the one with the pineapple hat. Can't remember what it's called now. Um, Completely gone from my head. So that was the last time that I did like professional level shows, but I'm really hoping to get back into it now.
Okay, gotcha. Legally Blonde is such a fun show.
Oh, it's so good.
Did you have a specific part or were you part of the chorus?
I had a role, but she has one line. She's called Leilani. Like it's not a character that people would
Okay.
probably know, but in the musical, she's really fun. She was so much fun to like let her be a part of me for the 6 weeks that we did it.
Was she one of the sorority sisters?
She was, and she was just ensemble. So I'd kind of go from being like in the courtroom to being one of
Hmm.
the sorority sisters to like, oh, like I just got to be so many different people all
That's
at
so
once,
fun.
which was so fun.
Sorry, I'm a big theater person. Um, did you get to do the jump rope song?
Yes, circle,
Oh my
circle, under, over, through,
gosh.
around. Yeah, 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 loved it.
That's
Loved it.
crazy. I remember the first time I saw it, I was so impressed. I'm like, how in the world are these girls singing
I
and looking
can't tell
good
you how out
and
of
jumping
breath I
rope?
was at the end when you have to stand there and smile and you're like
Yep.
trying to cover it up.
Amazing. Well, please tag us in any other performances you end up doing. We would love
Oh,
to
I will.
like
Well, fingers
share and
crossed.
watch that. Yes. Okay, so back to Below Deck.
Yes.
I know you had several years of experience on yachts before you got to this. Had you worked in the Med before?
Yeah, I did mainly the Med actually. I
Okay.
joined, oh well, that's a lie. I joined in Dubai, but the rest of my seasons were in Spain, Italy, France, and Turkey.
Okay. So had you been to Barcelona before?
I was actually docked in Barcelona for a couple of months in my second season. I love Barcelona.
Okay. It's such a party city.
It is. It is. That's why we love it.
Yes. So on the most recent episode or two episodes ago, were you really prepared to make Sichuan chicken that first night for Jack?
I wouldn't have had a clue what I was doing. I feel like I had the chicken in my hand and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I gave him so many other options of like sandwiches, a crisp platter,
Hmm.
um, some vegetables and dips, and toasties, literally whatever you want, chocolates, fruit platter. But he was really had his heart set on this Szechuan chicken, so I thought I'll have a look at the recipe. Opened my phone and I was like, no, absolutely not. So yeah, reheated crew food is what he would have got if he was awake.
Yes, that was so funny. How was Jack in general? I mean, he was very good TV. Was he fun to be around?
I thought he was a lot of fun. I know that he's getting a lot of heat online as like being like this obnoxious guest, but actually, I never felt that he was rude to us. He was always saying please and thank you, which a lot of guests don't say
Hmm.
please or thank you. So that doesn't go unnoticed. And was apart from getting in the water, really respectful to us and what we needed from him as
Hmm.
crew. And in general, the whole group they were a lot of fun. I thought they were really nice people.
Well, we certainly have enjoyed watching them. So,
Yeah.
a few listeners and Kelly has noticed that you seem to not really like it when Aesha praises V for job well done. Is there a building tension between the two of you because of that this season?
I think you have to remember that like there's loads of cameras and that can be quite a clever thing.
Hmm.
Because I never felt like that. V was part of my team
Yeah.
and you are really a team on a
Hmm.
boat. Like you really are. You rely on each other, you need each other. And I wanted V to be good because that made my life easier. So
Gotcha.
when she was getting praised, I was never like, oh, what the hell? Like, you deserve to be praised for the work that you've done well.
Hmm.
Sometimes I felt that the work that I was doing was perhaps going slightly more unnoticed.
Hmm.
And I think that's where I was sometimes a bit like, oh, fuck, I feel like I'm doing a lot and not getting the same amount of praise. But also, that's probably quite childish, and someone should have just told me to grow up.
That makes
They should have just been
sense.
like, shut up.
Well, you guys are off to a great start. I know it's still early days, but the interior is strong this season.
We
So
are strong. Yeah,
we're glad to
we
see
really are.
that. So in the season 10 preview, it looks like you make out with a lot of crew members, at least a lot of the boys, and V. Who did you have the strongest connection with?
Who do I kiss in the trailer? Max,
I
V,
think
and
you kiss
Nathan.
Nathan, unless that's not, I mean, it's very quick, so I think it's you.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Um, God, probably V, to be honest. Like we had a really great friendship. So like, although our
Hmm.
kiss was just like hee hee hee, kiss kiss, like I didn't have a connection with Nathan or Max. We got on, all of us got on,
Yeah.
but the best friendship that I had out of those three was V, and
Okay.
still do have. Me and V are really close.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
On Watch What Happens Live this week, Andy thought that you and Josh might have a love connection. Did you end up exploring that at all?
No, a lot of people think that me and Josh could have a love connection. Me and Josh are just, I think we really are like soul sisters. Like, Josh is like, I'm like, sister. Like, I really think of him as like a really, really, really close friend, like a brother. And I know he thinks of me as a sister. So it's definitely not in any way sexual and never was. We had good banter.
Hmm.
And I think that maybe reads as sexual, but it's flanter, flirty banter.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
actually, I thought it was kind of awkward because Andy was really kind of pushing for that, and you weren't in the
We were
same
like,
room together,
no.
but you're kind of looking at each other like,
Side-eyeing on the camera.
is he ever gonna let up about this? And now we have to play this like love connection game.
I know, but no, we're very similar people, I think, and that's Josh. Josh was quite a bit older than me. God, he'd hate me saying that. He's older than me, but he's quite a lot older than me and a lot wiser than me. So whenever I made a mistake, and there were many, I would go to Josh and he would tell it to me straight. He'd be like, "No, you fucked up there. Like, own up to your actions." And I'd be like, "Yeah, you're right, you're right." Like he would tell me how it was, and I really appreciated that.
Oh, I love that. Well, he's been a joy to watch as well.
Yeah,
Are
he's
you still with
brilliant.
the same boyfriend you had during this charter season?
I am. He wasn't my boyfriend during the charter season.
Okay.
To set the record straight, we were
Yes.
seeing each other. So
Hmm.
we'd known each other for 2 months before I went onto the season, and we had already like a really intense, amazing connection. But I wanted to do the season, and I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna like not do that. And he has actually really supported me through it a lot. But a lot can happen in a year, and a lot has happened in a year. And yeah, Tom and I have been together now for a year, and we have two dogs, and we're living together, and everything's really, really like really strong. Our whole relationship is based off complete honesty. He knows everything about the season. Um, I've not hidden anything, so it's everything's really good.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. That's so nice. So was he
Thank you.
with you during your Watch What Happens Live interview? So
Yeah,
that
he
had
was
to be a
literally
little
sat
awkward.
opposite me. Oh no, bless him. Tom really likes Josh as well. Like, he knows the friendship that Josh and I have,
Hmm.
and he knows as well as we know that it's not sexual at all. Um,
Yeah.
and I think as well, like your crew are a really good support system for you during this time because it's so new for us to all of a sudden be doing
Hmm.
interviews and like people commenting on your Instagram and all of this kind of thing. Like that's new. Like it's a
Right.
weird feeling. But the only other people that are doing it are the people in your crew. So I think it's really important to be able to keep that relationship and friendship. And Tom's really supportive of that. And I just think like the way that Tom's dealt with everything makes me adore him even more and respect him
Hmm.
for cheering me on even when it's hard for him to see.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he's a good one, so hang on to him.
He really is. I'm like this. He's
So
not getting away from me.
nice. I know we have a matchmaking charter to look forward to this season. Was that
We
a fun
do.
one for you guys?
It was so fun and it was so funny. Like, um, I was saying earlier, everything I say throughout the season, please take with quite a big pinch of salt because I'm always being sarcastic. I'm always taking the piss. I'm really never, like, very rarely I'm being serious. And you'll probably see a lot of that in that matchmaking charter, but it was a lot of fun. It really was. You're gonna love to watch it.
I can't wait for that. So we have a few listener questions.
Okay.
Lily wants to know if you had watched Below Deck before coming on the show.
I had, yeah. So not so much the recent seasons, but when I was studying at theatre school, it was actually during COVID. I was like obsessed with it, and I loved the seasons with Captain Lee and Kate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Classics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Proper classics.
Annie wants to know if you regret anything that you've shared about yourself so far on the show.
I'm well. Yes and no. Like, I probably definitely should have kept my mouth shut a lot of times. Um, and there probably will be more times that I'll go, oh my God. Like when I was talking about the STDs, which was obviously alcohol fueled. And when I've had a drink, I like to add things for effect. Like I'm an entertainer, I'm a performer. So I will make my stories much larger than they perhaps are.
Hmm.
But I literally wanted to reach through the screen and be like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like, but you forget when you've had a drink, you forget that there's cameras there and you say this stuff and then you wake up and you're like, oh my God. Like, that's been a very humbling experience for me watching some of this back.
That's so funny. Well, let me give you some advice. If you come back for another season, don't change based on that. Just be yourself and just keep doing what you're doing because it is working.
Oh, it's entertaining and that's what I wanted.
Absolutely. So Grace wants to know, is there anything you would change about your time on the boat so far?
Um, so far, do you know what? I feel like I was working really hard. We had a really good interior team. Like we were getting the job done. Um, I won't say that I would have changed the way that I was like flirtatious or like having fun because my circumstances were different to what they are now.
Hmm.
Being I was single. Obviously, if I was going back in this mindset, of course, I'd change so much, so much.
Hmm.
But also, like, it's just like time framing a time in my life where I was single. So, although it's weird to watch back now, I wouldn't change it because at the time that was true to what my life was.
Hmm. Yeah. She has a second question. What was it like to work with Aesha? I know you guys have a good relationship. So what was that
We
like working
do.
with her as your
Oh,
chief
it
stew?
was incredible. She's just brilliant. Like she's truly like you say people can like light up a room. Aisha could literally light up the world. Like she really
Hmm.
is. And she is the way that she comes across on the screen. Like she's
Hmm.
so positive. And there were so many times, like obviously this is my first season. I was gonna have many a worry and different things. I'd go into our cabinet and be like, Aisha, I've done this, Aisha, I've said this, Aisha, I'm feeling this. And she'd always have like the perfect response for me. And I've seen her since filming and we just genuinely have such a beautiful friendship. Like, I'm so grateful for her. She really just always makes me happy.
I love that. I know when she was on Watch What Happens Live, she said that the two of you just instantly had a connection.
It
Like,
was like that.
yeah,
It
I
really
love that. She's
was.
such a special soul.
Yes, so special.
So speaking of Aisha, someone sent me a TikTok from a cameo that Aisha did for someone, and it sounds like there's going to be a horrific situation involving feces and a shower drain this season. What can you tell us about that?
There was a very horrific situation involving the shower. Yes. I don't know how much I can say, but I will say it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever had in my career, but also I couldn't stop laughing. And I still laugh about it to this day. And I tell the story to every single person that asks me about being on boats. Everyone, I love it. Like it's disgusting, but it's incredible.
I'm a little nervous for what the cameras are actually going to show because whenever they've showed actual poop, I'm like, enough, I can't, I can't.
Oh, I
Sounds
really
like the
hope they
camera
I hope
person
they
was
do.
was struggling as well.
Oh
So,
my God, I felt so bad because obviously they can't really like move or say anything when they sit there with their camera. And this poor guy was literally just stood there gagging. And I was in the shower gagging and we were both gagging. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. But oh God, I cannot wait to watch that back.
well, I think I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure, but that sounds exciting.
If you
Um,
like gross things, you'll love it.
yeah, well, I know that's right up Aisha's alley. That's like her
Oh yeah.
favorite topic. So,
Yeah.
so tell everyone where they can find you online.
You can find me on Instagram. I don't even know my own username, Kizzy_Kitch.
Okay.
And my TikTok is Kizzy Below Deck.
Okay, gotcha. And we'll put a link in the show notes for that. Well, this has been
Oh,
so fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and we just can't wait for the rest of the season. It's
oh,
really good
thank you for
so
having
far,
me. I'm glad
and
you're enjoying it. It makes reading through all the hate comments worth it.
yeah, yeah, just do ignore those. I mean, I can't even imagine that kind of stuff.